Hey everyone, and welcome back to No Man's Sky. If you've been looking for a way to find Sentinel ships or interceptors, but you don't feel like constantly fighting waves and waves of Sentinels or destroy a Sentinel dreadnought, then I have the solution for you. In this video, I will share with you one of the safest ways to hunt for Interceptor class ships. Take note that at the time of this recording, I was testing this on the experimental branch. Alright, one of the ways to locate an interceptor is by finding an harmonic camp. And the harmonic camp can be found by either exploring for it or obtaining yourself an echolocator. Now the echolocator is mostly found in corrupt sentinels, which means you need to destroy them. But if you're doing this wrong, you will be aggravating them and trigger them to attack you. So let us start with finding echolocators without getting into any trouble. This can only be done on one type of system, a dissonant pilot system. Now, if you're trying this in any other type of system, be it a regular, an abandoned or an empty system, you will trigger sentinels to attack you. Now, I will be using my freighter to jump into a dissonant pilot system, which I prefer as that avoids any freighter battles to be triggered when warping in. Now, before you do this, you should have installed a specific scanner. On the freighter, that should be the interstellar scanner, and on your ship, you should have installed either the conflict or economy scanner, or both. If we now open the galaxy map, we are looking for a star that has two conditions. It has to be a dissonant system, and it has to be pilot controlled. Dissonant can be seen right here in the orange description. Pilot controlled can be seen right here or here, depending on what scanner you have installed. When warping into the system, you can now activate your scanner room, which is really handy as it will scan all the planets in the system. If you are on your ship, you will have to scan each planet separately. Take note that when you are in creative mode, the planets will not show you the state of the Sentinels, as all Sentinels are either not there or calm. Still, the corrupted planet is still there and can be found. You most likely have to land on each of them until you find a planet with purple crystals. Now that you have located your corrupted planet, we need to fly over the planet's surface and search for dissonant resonators, the drilling sentinel. Now you can easily spot them when flying over them, but they also show up on your compass above when close by. Now, don't fly too quickly as it takes a second for them to render in. You can easily find these as well on foot, as the same icon can be seen in the visor. However, do not engage the sentinels on foot. Once you come across one of these drills, simply strafe them with your ship and behold, no sentinels attacking you. And there we go, the first drill already gave me the echolocator and an inverted mirror. You cannot keep looking for these drilling sentinels until you feel like you have enough of these locators. If you found a good planet, it is smart to drop a base computer to return to if you ever need more of them. Now, in the system we are currently in, we will not find any interceptors. This is because the corrupted planet we are on is an exotic one. Both exotic and empty planets will not have any ships, and when triggering the echolocator, you will see an error on your screen. We need to find a system that has a regular corrupted planet. And we don't need to look for a pirate system, we can simply look for any dissonant system nearby as long as it has a regular planet. Once you arrive in the system, you can of course use the scanner room again to find all the planets. But if you activate the echolocator, it will show you an icon where the harmonic camp can be found. This is where we need to go. Once arrived at the camp, you will see a few useful things. A locked multi-tool cabinet, a harmonic interface, and a few wheelbarrows with scrap. The wheelbarrows are pretty useful as sometimes you can find multi-tool expansion slots and other handy resources. The harmonic interface will need a password to unlock it, but you can easily decode it by selecting Scan Memory Register. That will open up a window with 3 data points. You just need to do the math, which will give you 3 numbers. In this case we'll have 12, 9, 4, and these numbers correspond with the glyphs we need to enter into the interface. Selecting Input Override Glyphs allows you now to add these 3 numbers to the computer. The sequence is not important. Once the correct password is given, you can now unlock the multi-tool, and you can also scan for an interceptor nearby. It is called a Dissonant Spike. I normally drop a safe beacon in these camps in case I'm unhappy with the class of the ship, and I can come back here again and then scan once more for another ship. If you're doing this in normal, you will have to go and gather all the resources needed and harmonize the brain to be able to use the ship. In creative, there is no need for that. Take note, when you're not happy with the class and you want to look for another one, you currently have to claim this ship and move it away from the crash site, even if you temporarily just swap it. If you don't, the camp scanner will 100% send you back to the same position. When moving the ship away from its crash site, at least 25 meters or so, you should be able to scan for another interceptor nearby using the monitor at the camp. However, when there are no other ships nearby, the scanner will send you back to the empty crash site. This might be something Hello Games fixes, same as they did with the maps from the space station. Now what you can do is just use the Echolocator again and find another Harmonic camp on the other side of the planet and do some more scanning like that. Now one more thing, I have seen a few comments on my ship videos about people letting me know they cannot find the ship, that there's another ship, or that the ship is gone already. So here is another reminder. First of all, turn off multiplayer before you warp or teleport into the system. This is both important for hunters as for players that just want to go and pick up a ship. If you do not disable multiplayer before you travel to the system, you might find another player picking up the ship before you and lose your chance on picking up on that particular spot. You can of course always go and look for other ships on the same planet, but perhaps that might not be the same class or setup you wanted. Secondary, make sure you're traveling to the correct galaxy. If you're traveling to a planet in Eisentam but the ship was found in Euclid, you will not find that planet nor that ship. And thirdly, there seems to be a case that sometimes the ship style changes depending on the difficulty. That is a pretty rare thing, but it might happen. So if I share any of my discoveries in the future, I will share as well what game mode I found the ship in, just in case it doesn't show up. And that will be it for this video. I hope I covered everything that needed to be shared, and if you still have any questions, either drop them in the comments or our Discord. Thank you for watching and I hope this helped you out. If you enjoyed this video, then a thumbs up would be really appreciated, and with that, I wish you a happy hunting. Beeblebum out.